Hello and good morning, friends. It's good to see you again. Happy Vlogmas. I appreciate you for constantly tuning in to my very first one. This has been an experience. This has been pretty crazy. This morning I decided I'd wake up. I am off today, so I'm here to get ready with you this morning. I figured that in this video we could just have like a normal little day off together. In another Vlogmas episode, I took you out for a day off, but this is what a day off at home would look like. And basically, I am just going to get ready, and I'm thinking about doing the like signups for freebies because it's 1 week until my birthday as I'm filming this. So I'm really kind of hoping that it's not too late to fill out birthday freebies. We'll find out together, right? We'll see what happens. I'm not too sure like how early or whatever you have to like do something like this. So I don't usually go for freebies, but I want my free stuff. I want my free bunt cake from Nothing But Bunt Cakes, like I don't know. So I'm thinking of doing that. I feel like low-key, even though we're like almost 2 weeks into December, I'm not really like fully understanding of that because of all the vibes that we've been doing. Like everything is just Christmas and like Vlogmas and like new era coming. So also guys, I like fully just impromptu this. Like I didn't even bring like a roller, anything. Right, queen, right. We're gonna make it work though. We're gonna figure it out. I'm like, surely I have bobby pins and clips hanging around in here because I'm always doing something. Random hello from my forehead. Do you miss her yet? Um, let me see. Maybe I have one in my makeup bag. Okay. I'm back. I found a bobby pin. I'm just gonna run this from the top. We'll even see if the first 5 minutes or so are put into this video. Hello and welcome to another Vlogmas episode. I'm Sky, or Invested Crybaby online. And today we're gonna do an at-home day off. It's my day off, but as a content creator, you're never really off. And I'm usually always working, even when I'm not streaming. So today we're gonna start by getting ready together. I decided to get ready in my stream room versus the bathroom because my full setup is already here. So it's just like a little easier. Just a little easier for me to bring the makeup here and not struggle as much with like SD cards and like a setup and like all that, because it's a lot of work to do all of that. So anyways, we're gonna just do like a quick little makeup. Nothing crazy. Most times I'm like here and I'm not doing anything. I don't do my makeup. But I'm thinking of filming a few things in advance because this upcoming week is my birthday week. So I might as well put on a little bit of makeup, right? Just like to be kind of cutesy. So in today's video, I am going to get ready with you, and then we're just gonna hang out here, and I think I'm gonna try to like see what freebies I can sign up for my birthday. My birthday is December 20th, and if you'd like to celebrate, you're more than welcome to come to my live stream. I will be live on the day, and you're so welcome to come party with me. This is more of like a makeup tutorial than one of my other videos was. I'm actually like facing camera. I'm not even using a mirror. Like, I'm relying on your guys' vision and view today. She's so focused, huh? She's so locked in. I'm screaming. And again, I don't think I'm gonna do like too much makeup. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, maybe. We'll see how this goes. Maybe. I feel like I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna do like a little tiny bit of makeup, and the next thing you know, like a full face. So you never know. We'll just go with the flow. Okay. I'm not too sure why I do this. It makes no difference really, but sometimes I feel like it really like cleans up the eyebrows, so at this point we are once again like almost 2 weeks into Vlogmas. If not, this might be like already 2 weeks in. I'm not really paying attention to how long we've been doing this, but what I am noticing is that like I've had ideas for Vlogmas that like I'm like, that's not that fun anymore, or like I don't really feel like doing that one anymore. So I've kind of just started winging it every day. So if you're like wanting to see something, I'd love to get some like Vlogmas video suggestions down below. You know, in the comments, maybe you'll recommend me something you want to see. I don't really mind any recommendations. I do stream full time. So I'm live throughout the entire week for about 8 hours a day. We have a lot of fun over there as well, so maybe you'll tune into my live streams. If you're like watching this video right now, there's a chance I'm live. I usually start my streams at like 11 a.m. and we have a lot of fun. Like right now it's the holiday hoopla vibes, so we're doing like a bunch of chaos. Most recently, like I was dressed up as Santa and I was having everyone come over and just like ask Santa for something in Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing, by the way. Like I really, really love Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is life. Animal Crossing is love. For the last like 5+ years, I've been playing Animal Crossing every single day. Kind of a fanatic. I really want to do like a record. Like that's my goal this upcoming year in 2026. That's gonna be my goal. I'm hoping to do a few things, but I really think it would be cool if I got like a Guinness World Record for like playing Animal Crossing. I feel like as a content creator, things like that are so fun because like you have the time to like really spend to achieve. So, you know, I'm hoping, I'm thinking, and I think you should go like maybe like tell me what you want to see me like try to do. Every year I set like goals for myself. We'll probably do a vlog like that soon. But like I usually do like a full year project. So this year it was my Barbie Dreamhouse Island. So I spent like 1 year like in an era, in a theme, doing a project, and this year it was the dollhouse era. I think this year as a content creator, it was my 5th year doing this full time as well, which is kind of crazy. And I feel like this year was the year I really branched out and grew the most. I think all years past, I've been pretty lucky and just like vibed my way through it and luckily people loved the vibes. But this last year, like going through a lot of personal stuff, um I just had so much growth. Like if you would have told me even last year that I would be doing Vlogmas or videos like this at all, I would not believe you. I feel like my audience definitely knows me very well. If you're watching this, you're like, yes, that's Sky, like I know her. But obviously like you only know what you see online, and I do put a lot of my life online, and I always kind of have. I've shared a huge amount of my life. Like this, I think there's been a fine line in this whole experience of creating content where it went from just me sharing the current life I had to it become like the content becoming my life. So now like everything I do involves you. Kind of crazy. Of course I do have my own personal life, my own personal lore, and I do try to keep that boundary so that don't get too crazy. Not everything you see is like 110% real or me. Like obviously these videos, I mean this is as real as it gets, but nonetheless, I try to have like a boundary so you know that like yes, you know me, but I am still a real person that exists in society just like you. And then I try to share like more personal experiences where you can understand and see that a little bit more. So, nonetheless, the content creator side of me has become the main version of me. And with that being said as well, I feel like I really want to tap into that more. I feel like, yes, I've been a content creator for 5 years, but have I always been making content like this? No. A lot of the times I would make content of like my gameplay, my games, my cozy lifestyle streams. I never even did YouTube videos. So this is like a branch out, and hopefully this makes sense. I'm like kind of rambling, but this whole like last few months has been a crazy branch out for me. It's pushed me to be more accepting and comfortable with myself. I feel like to an extent, people fall in love with an image of you and a thought of you online, and then you're constantly trying to make sure that you like match the image and like anticipation in people's heads. And at this point, I think I'm realizing as well that like I set that image, I set that expectation, so I can kind of do whatever I want with that and not have to kind of just be a character almost. So it's been really fun just being like on these videos, raw, real, um bold, very bold. Brush. Did you guys like my vlog yesterday when I, or maybe not yesterday, but did you guys like my vlog when I cut these bangs? Maybe? I think it looks kind of cutesy. I think it kind of works. Okay, back to the whole like plans for 2026. Because I kind of like the topic. I'm like, I kind of vibe with that. I want to do bigger things. I was so lucky to be supported like with more technology, more supplied like opportunity. So we have like a MacBook now, and that means I can like stream in different areas of my house, or like if I ever want to stream in like a different spot. And I feel like I should talk about this here too. I talked about it on my stream and I was well received there. So shout out to my stream, but they're always gonna well receive me. So at first, like when I was like getting the MacBook goal, like the goal was a kitchen stream. And of course we're gonna be in the kitchen. I think a big goal for me in 2026, by the way, is like I want to learn to cook. I want to learn to bake. I know how to cook, I know how to bake, but like I want to do it well. I want to execute it nicely. I want to be able to be like, oh, it's someone's birthday, and like I can make them a cake. Like I can do really beautiful baked goods for people who like are in my life that I love and like maybe have good milestones. I want to say like inspirations that I have for this is like even just my aunt, and I'm not really close with her, so like she'll probably never even know this, but she started to just learn to like bake cupcakes and cookies and stuff like on her spare time, and she works like she has a 9 to 5, and I just feel like it's so impressive how she like bakes, and like I'm always so in awe of her creations, and my whole family is now. Like she does all the cupcakes for the party, she makes cookies for the holidays, and it's like so good. Like she does so good. They're so beautiful. They're so well executed. She's even gone as far as to like get the proper containers to like put them in and like transport them from like, you know, wherever they're going, and like she's become so like known for that and like her work and like within my family. And I'm obviously not trying to take that over. Like I feel like that's like obviously her thing, but I feel inspired to like want to have that kind of skill so that I could even just do it for her. Like I'm not close to her like I said, but I think it would be so cool if I could be like, you know, you're always making treats for our family, and I just wanted to surprise you one day, you know, and be like, I made you something. I don't know. I feel like I do that a lot. Like I just want to like always make things for people that I feel like do so like like they're just so nice, or they're so loving, or they're just like, you know, like they do something out of their kindness of their heart. So I'm like, wow, like you deserve that too. You know, I always feel that way. And I'm so passionate about that feeling. Like I get so emotional thinking about it because I just want people to be loved the way that they love. Not me like about to cry, that's insane. Um I just think that it's so important that people feel seen, because I have gotten so lucky in my life as a creator, and I feel so seen all the time by my audience. Dude, I'm trying to do my makeup today. Like this is literally a video about getting birthday freebies, and you're gonna watch this and be like, why is she crying? Like, we're supposed to be getting freebies, Sky. But just remember, if you're watching, I am invested crybaby. So like this is a part of my vibe, okay? I cry like a lot. I'm very passionate, I'm very emotional. Anyways, I'm not gonna cry anymore. Maybe. Because I really want the, like I feel like the makeup actually looks so good today. Like it's so light, it's so airy, it's blending so nicely, it's not too harsh. I'm like, wow, this looks so cute. Like don't mess it up, Sky. Anyways, um, as I was saying, I just want people to feel seen and loved the way that they see others and love others. So like, I don't know. I think that's not like my only source for like wanting to bake or wanting to learn to cook. I feel like I'm getting, you know, older, and like I want to be able to do this one day for if I have a family, you know. Like I want to be able to like be like that. My mom, when I was little, like she would always make me a lunch, and it was so cute. Like she would do like heart-shaped sandwiches and like just like really cute things. Like, and it made me so happy. Like I remember every day I would go to school in elementary school, and like I'd have like a little note, and I'd have like a really cute little sandwich, and like cut up little fruits and stuff, and it was just like really exciting every single day for me to like see that, and I felt really loved because she did that. And I also feel like even as I've gotten older, like me and my sister, my mom will like still do like bunny shaped pancakes for Easter, or like my birthday, like she always goes really out for like my cake and my breakfast, and I can do that stuff, but like I don't know. I just would love to be able to be like so confident in the things that I do. And I don't feel that confident in the kitchen yet. Another thing for me is like I don't eat meat, but like I don't eat a lot of meat, I should say. So I don't eat red meat at all. I haven't ate red meat um in like over 10 years. Majority of my life. I don't think, even when I was like a little kid, I never wanted to eat red meat. So I've never ate red meat. I do eat fish. I'll eat fish, so kind of like pescatarian. And then if I have to, I'll eat chicken, but I try not to eat like any meat, truthfully. And because I don't eat meat, I can't really like cook meat. And I feel like it's important to like know how to do that, even if you don't eat it. Like I've cooked chicken, I've cooked even like beef before for my family, but that's been years. Like I haven't had to do anything like that in so long. So I feel like I'm like losing the skill set. And I'm like, I don't want to lose the skill set. I can cook, I know how to make food for my family and for myself, but like I want to be like more than the basics too. Like I don't want to just be like, yeah, I can make spaghetti, um, and I can make, you know, like basic stuff. I don't know. Like I just want to be like I can make special foods. I want to make special foods. I'm really rambling at this point, but I really want to learn how to do that. And I think it's exciting that I can do that with my audience, like on live streams and now probably vlogs, because I have the equipment to do it. So I'm so excited about that, truthfully. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm very grateful about all the support that I have. I feel like in the last 5 years, I've been really like restrained to just the stream rooms that I'm in. I have moved within my content creation journey, and I went from having like my stream in my bedroom, like I shared the stream aspect with just my bedroom, to now having like a stream room. So it's been really cool because I've gotten to like level up a little bit. But now being here for like 2 years, I'm so happy to be like, I can stream somewhere else. I could do something else. I can take you in my house and do things. And I don't know, I just wanted to express that because I do think that's so cool. And I'm very grateful and very, very excited to just have that opportunity. This is probably just gonna be a get ready with me at this point. I don't know. It's becoming a long video. Maybe I'll do like an hour-long vlog. Maybe I'll split this up into two. I definitely plan to have a birthday freebie thing, but maybe it's just not the main focus. I don't know. I think we're just getting ready and talking now. Okay, so now you know, like my one of my goals is definitely to sorry is definitely to branch out with where I create content, which is ironic because today we're like in my stream room and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna hang out in my stream room. But I still love this place. Like I want you to know that too. Like I love my stream room. I love this safe space. I crave to be in here and create. Which is kind of crazy as well because when I moved, I didn't vlog or anything, and I really didn't have a full outlet to express how I felt about moving. I definitely used my streams for that. They saw me crying. They saw me anxious. They saw me worried. They saw me in all different like waves of emotions. And even after I moved here, like I went through so many different experiences too, but I never really got to talk about like a lot of the behind the scenes thoughts that I had. And one of my biggest fears when I moved, and the reason I bring this up is because when I moved, that was one of the first times I, as a new adult, was facing something of change, like a real change in my life. So it was very dramatic and almost like, I don't want to say traumatic, but it was definitely very scary for me, because I was so, you know, accustomed to my old house, my old life, and like it just felt like I was really being pushed into becoming an adult, especially because the pandemic really like kept me in this bubble, this very much bubble. Before the pandemic, I was very different than I think the pandemic. I I was in my own 9 to 5. I was going to school full time. I was taking care of my sister a lot. I was constantly doing something, and I was like never home. And I just always had something to do, and I was very, very anxious, and I didn't know that I was that anxious, and my body reflected it, my mental health reflected it. Like I had so many signs that I was like extremely anxious, and I would just like just move and move and move and never stop and never reflect and never feel, and just constantly go, go, go. And then the pandemic came, and I got a second to breathe, and I got a second to really like grasp life and understand it. And I got to like really find myself. Like I really found myself when the pandemic started. And I got to just like do everything I wanted to do. And it for me, I know the pandemic for others probably wasn't as great as I make it sound for me, but for me it was a very big turning point in my life, because for the first time I wasn't forced to do something. I there was like a moment where time really stood still, and it stood still for a long time. I feel like there was a big time during the pandemic where it was just grace. It was just slow, a moment to breathe. For me, I'm not saying this is everybody's experience, I'm just saying that's what happened for me. And I'm very, very grateful for that time, because I was living my life where I felt like I wasn't really living it. I was just in it and just like mindlessly moving. And I think if you kind of even relate to this right now, you should try to like breathe and take a moment to find yourself. And that sounds really hard, because it is. It is hard. It is hard to face yourself. It is hard to understand things about yourself that maybe you don't want to understand. It is difficult to accept certain aspects about you that maybe you don't want to really accept yet. Like for me, being anxious, that was something I didn't really want to accept, but I had to, because once I was able to accept the fact that yes, I do have this severe anxiety, and yes, it is not just, you know, in my head, it's not just like a personal problem. This is a real thing that people go through. I was able to learn how to take care of myself. And I think that was like so important to learn. And I feel so lucky that I was so young to learn that at that time, because people go their whole lives anxious. People go their whole lives with these different experiences of uncomfortability, and they don't know how to handle it because they never address it. They never recognize it. So once you can break through the fear of knowing and acceptance of yourself, you will become so much better. You will grow so much more as a person. You will discover new things that you enjoy, new things that you like, and things that you don't like. Like there are so many things that I know I don't like, and I don't do those things. Another thing I feel like I got to really learn as well is that certain people, even if they are people you love, don't always have to have such big space in your life. There's been so much time that has passed since I've learned this now, but there was a time where I had to really almost isolate myself from a lot of people I loved in my family or as friends, because I felt like I needed to prioritize me. And I don't know if the way I did that was the best way I could have done it. Like in a perfect world, you would be like, "Hey, I'm going to distance myself from you. I am going to focus on myself, and that that journey I'm going to go on just means that we're not going to be able to be close, or I don't want to be around you." To put this in blunt terms. But I didn't do that because I feel like that's like really kind of crazy. And also it makes everything like so much more confusing and hard. So I think sometimes you just have to move in silence. You just have to say, "You know what? this person doesn't fit the ideal situation that I want to be in. This person won't be supporting what I'm hoping for. I don't know if you're gonna hear people yelling in the background, but like, right, they're working outside. Sorry. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully we could just cut this portion. Anyways, if you can distance yourself from people who maybe make you uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hold on. If you can distance yourself or put a boundary up with people who maybe make you uncomfortable or make you feel like something that you don't want to feel like, I think you will find yourself so much happier. Even if it hurts, even if it's somebody you so much like, you have so much love for, like if they're making you anxious, if they're making you feel uncomfortable, if they're making you feel insecure, if they're making you feel like you are in any way not happy, distance yourself and find yourself, and there's a chance maybe in your life that they can come back. I know for me, I did that to a lot of like family members because I felt like their perception of me just didn't fit the person that I knew I was, and I didn't want their perception to make me feel like, oh, I am like this. I am like this. I am, you know, I am how they're portraying me to be, because I know who I am and you should know who you are. And if you again like learn and accept and understand yourself, you will be able to have that confidence to be like, you know what, your perception of me is your perception, but I know who I am, so I'm gonna distance myself from you so that I can continue to find myself and be the person that I know I am and I want to be. Anyways, can't really talk when you're doing like makeup like this, so sorry. So back to the original conversation for this. The pandemic, like, once again, just really helped me find myself, and that's kind of how. And it helped me, like, really become the person I wanted to be. And that's how I got to content creation, that's how I got to stream, that's how I got to be me. I'm invested crybaby because I realized, you know what, I am invested into the things I love. I do care about things so much, and I am unapologetically emotional. I am so emotional and passionate, and that's just me. And I shouldn't have to try to dull myself down or change that because it doesn't fit some people's ideal like perceptions or preferences when it comes to me. So, I feel like in the year 2026, I really want to apply that lesson I learned even more to my life. Because while I gained this knowledge and growth during the pandemic 5+ years ago, in these 5 years of creating content and being me and expressing how I want to be, I've I've gone through many phases of finding myself, reinventing myself, learning more stuff about myself, losing myself, and once again, like just a cycle of lost and lost and found, lost and found, and lost and found, and lost and found. And I think that's normal. I think that's life. I think that's how everyone probably is. But I just feel like in 2026, I want to be a version of me that I have yet to even see. I want to be so reassured with what I'm doing and my content and just my life and the choices I'm making. I feel like in years past and recently, even within like the last year, last 6 months, I go through these thoughts, these phases, like, is this going to be worth it? Am I doing the right thing? Where am I going with this? What is the mission? What is the passion? What is I cry? What am I? Who is Sky? And these are questions that are constantly faced in my brain. And because content creation is so all over the place. It's so unpredictable and so predictable in the same way. It's forever going to loom over my brain until I can like really understand like everything I'm doing and everything I want to do and do that and see who follows that and who supports that and who likes that and how that works and how that works with an algorithm that I have no idea about. When I first started creating content, like I did it for fun, I did it for cutesiness, I did it to have friends. That's like one of the number one reasons why a lot of people create content. I was extremely alone, extremely depressed, and wanting to be loved the way that I love people, because I love hard. I love hard, and it's really hard to love hard when you don't have that back. You don't understand. And I don't understand. There's so many times where I'm like, I love certain people. I love things so much, and I don't understand why that doesn't come back to me, even with content creation. But at the end of the day, this is just a virtual world. My world is real on this platform, but the platform itself, this is a virtual world. It's not even in the like the real physical, and that is just the craziest concept to me, because I live here. I live in this virtual realm where I share my in the physical life, and I have to hope and pray and manifest that people are going to find this and love this and enjoy this and relate to me and want to see more of me and want to see me reach the passions and goals that I'm sharing in like these videos, like I'm sharing today, like the Guinness World Record. So I just feel like the whole thing is a trip, and getting into it so young, it obviously plays a part in it, because it's like I just jumped into this. I fell into my lap, and now I'm trying to make it work, and I love it, and I never want to let it go. But is it worth it? Is it right? Am I meant to do it? Am I wasting my time? What am I going to do if it doesn't work out? I'm only getting older, and as I get to my birthday, I'm like, maybe this is a birthday reflection video. Maybe that's where we're at with this. Maybe it wasn't about the freebies to begin with. Is the freebies in the room with us? No, but um I don't know. This is like the self-reflections that I, as a content creator, as a brand, as a as an influencer, have to address and to face and to think. And I think this is my very first time sitting down in a video and really addressing it. But it's a reality for me. This is the reality for me. And while I just want to be in this cutesy space and have some fun and enjoy my life and share all the good times and get support from that, there's bigger aspects to it. Like, am I going to make enough money to support myself? Am I going to be able to pay bills? Am I going to be able to live in my own home? Am I going to be able to move out? Am I going to even become a homeowner? Is this sustainable? I hope so. And until I can prove that I will be able to do this as a content creator, I will continue to try. I will continue to hope. I will continue to push myself to extremes, whether that's doing 8, 9, 10 hour streams, whether that's doing absurdities online, whether it's sitting down and being vulnerable. You just have to trust your gut. You just have to follow um what your journey is taking you on. And I think the most important thing I've learned as a content creator, which I don't even know how I'm gonna title this video. I'm like, oh, this has gone into loops. Like, this is crazy. This is a real sit down talk with you today. But the most important thing that I've learned as a content creator is that nothing comes without hard work. Nothing comes immediately. Everything you do must be intentional for it to actually stick. It's not going to be sustainable if it is not sustainable to begin with. If you are making content that isn't true to you, that's not sustainable, so it's not going to be sustainable for your income, for your lifestyle, for your experience, for your growth, for your journey. It has to be authentic, it has to be real. And I feel like I'm at this point in my content creation where I'm like fully laid out on a table. There's so much footage and content of me in the last 2+ weeks that honestly I was like, I think if you, again, if you told me before, if you asked me before if I would ever let this kind of footage come out, I would say no. I don't feel comfortable. No. I don't want to be seen so vulnerable. even though I have chosen to be vulnerable in times past, there's certain versions of vulnerability that I was extremely afraid of and still am. I mean, I look back at like half my Vlogmas episodes and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I put that out for the world. And oh my gosh, I hope that my audience doesn't think that I'm just this completely different person. And oh my gosh, I just really hope that this is well received and that nobody is silently judging me. I, it's a very big leap of faith to have to put your hands, yourself, you, into somebody else's perception and just pray that you come off the way that you want to be received. And even then, you know, there's so much sayings like, oh, like your perception of me is not my responsibility. Shout out Billie Eilish. But you know, as a content creator, like I rely on the perception of the viewers. I rely on you and what you think of me, and that's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. I don't get to talk about it enough, so this is my chance to, I guess, share that. And I love this. I really do. I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you to think, oh, like she can't handle the heat. She doesn't know what she's doing. Like, look at her. She's so worried. I'm not I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, I need you to love me, pick me, choose me, love me. I'm saying this because it's the reality of things. Because I have content creators who follow me and tell me that, oh, you're my inspiration. I want to be like you. I'm hoping to be in your spot. And I want to see them grow and I want to see them succeed, but I don't want them to follow a false reality. I don't want them to think, oh, well, Sky can do it, so it's there, it's up for the grabs for everybody. It's not an easy life, and it's not something that I feel like provides you the security that you might think I have. So when I say these things, of course I'm saying it for my audience to understand me as a creator more, but more so for the content creators that think I am so successful and they want to be just like me, because I'm grateful for that, and I love being an inspiration, and I love being an icon. I'm a diva, you know, I'm meant to do this, and I know that. I'm fully confident that I'm meant to do this. I've always wanted to do content creation. I've always wanted to be a star. I've always wanted to have myself known. I've always wanted to be loved. And that's a big part of this. So I know that I can do this, and I know that this is what like my life's journey is and my passion is. And if you genuinely have that strong feeling, like you should always follow that. Regardless of what anybody says, like you should follow that, you should see that through, you should continue to push, you should consider to be your authentic self and do you and see where that takes you and how that brings success to you, or what that shows you about you in your life. What a crazy topic. I wonder if all of this will even go into the video. We'll find out. We'll find out here soon. I need to get some eyeshadow because my makeup is like so perfect to the point where like we just need to like get like a little eyeliner going and like, you know, just finish this off. So 2 seconds. Okay. After the derailed conversation, I think it's important to bring it back to the real topics at hand. So, some more goals for me in 2026. I want to try to do like a record type of thing. I want to try to be even more active and vulnerable as a creator. I want to make more vlogs. I don't want this to stop. I really don't. I think that Vlogmas was a great way to push me into the water and make me have to be comfortable, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to upload a video every single day. So now, you know, this is the norm. I I would ideally probably not do a video every single day because I just don't think the demand is there for that yet. I mean, unless one of these videos like pops off and suddenly I'm super popular as a creator. Let's pray. Maybe I am your new favorite vlogger. Hi, I'm Sky. I'm hoping to be your new favorite vlogger. Here's my audition. I'm very emotional, very vulnerable, and I want to share my authentic self to the fullest extent and see where that takes me. Pick me, choose me, love me. Maybe I am what you're looking for. Okay, now that maybe you're gonna consider that, I'm thinking, you know, after Vlogmas, I'm still gonna keep going. again, I don't know if it'll be an everyday thing because I do stream like very, very, very long hours consistently, and I do have a pretty big demand for that type of content. Like people really show up. They support me. You support me in my streams. And I see that and I recognize that and I want to continue to supply you that daily safe space and give you that time to relax and to be silly and to be a little chaotic and to have some fun and to communicate with others and grow and just be a silly little baby online, because that's what I started this for and that's what I like. That's what I find most appealing and most exciting when it comes to content creation. I'm doing this whole makeup look on cam. And I just think that's so bold of me. I don't think I've ever done my makeup on camera. I'm like, no mere challenge. Right, right. So, more vlogs, more sit down videos like this, more open, like, vulnerability, new content creative spaces, right? New challenges. With the Animal Crossing update, I still plan to obviously, I mean, I've been streaming and playing Animal Crossing consistently for its entire life. Like, I've started playing Animal Crossing the day it came out, and I've never stopped, and it really has become my whole personality. It's really become a lifestyle for me. Like, I love Animal Crossing, and it's my number one source to connect with my community, I feel like. That's where I get to see you guys. That's where I get to like express myself. That's where I get to like unload so much of my creative concepts. So with the new update, having like Dream Islands, which is like crazy because now I'm gonna have like 3 islands per Switch. I definitely want to challenge myself with that and trying to build an even bigger community and grow and connect with people. I think I want to try to branch out a little bit too. Like I know that like we waited 5+ years for an update, but I saw incredible games that I wanted to play like Poke Poketopia. I really want to play that game. It's another version of Animal Crossing. I only like really decorating building games, so like that's basically what you're gonna get out of me. But I really want to play a couple, at least a few new games and just see how I like that, see how I enjoy that. I did jump into variety gaming a little bit in times past, but I always feel like it's good to have variety and to just do that. So that's another thing I just really want to continue to push myself to do. Um One game I've always wanted to play and I've never played is Minecraft. I've said it for years. Literally, I think like since I started streaming, I've been talking about how I wanted to play Minecraft and I've never done it. So Minecraft would be on my wish list, my hope to for myself to like actually finally branch out. I don't even know if I want to do the inner corner. I don't. I'm too scared. I'm too scared, chat. I'm sorry. Um I want to keep upping my production. I think that's like so big and so important. Like my computer is full of space. I need upgrades on my computer. They cost a lot of money. So I'm hoping to make more money so I can cover these costs. Because I want a better production. I know I have a good production, but I want a better one. I want to have different angles, different views, different little cues. I feel like there's more I can do with the equipment I have, and there's more I could do with equipment that I can earn. So that's gonna be a big goal of mine, is like I want to transform my streams and not just the background and not just an aesthetic. Like I really want to see real quality content and production. I use high-end products like the Shure mics, and I have DSLR cameras, and I'm there. I'm getting there, but I feel like you can always do more. You can always have more. You can always do better. And as a creator, that's my biggest goal, is to just give you the best production I can and to continue to impress you when you come to my streams. I don't want it to feel like just another stream on Twitch. I want it to feel like a real show almost. And when I even started streaming, people would always tell me like, your streams don't feel like streams. They feel like real, like shows, like production. And I love that compliment. That's my favorite compliment. I feel so honored every time I hear that. And I want to keep applying that, and I want to run with that, and I want to be able to do things like that. And one day I want to have my own show. Like one of my goals I was going to try to do before the new year, but I know it's not going to happen, so I'm going to put it in this video, because now this is just a manifestation video and like an open, honest content creator video. But one of my goals is to have like a podcast, and I've had creators on my stream, and I interview them, I get silly, I get funny. But I really want to do that like on a podcast. I really want to have a podcast. I have so many visions for it. I have like a whole content plan for it. I have people that I want to reach out to have them on it. And I just think that I need a little bit more resources and a little bit more time to make that happen. So I'm gonna put that as another goal, is that I hope I can make that happen. I can execute that, and execute that well, consistently. I don't want it to fall off. I don't want it to be like, oh, it was a few episodes and it just went into the void. No, like I want a real one if I'm gonna do it, and I want it to be entertaining and fun and something that you want to tune into, something you want to see every time it comes out, every week or whatever. I listen to so many podcasts. I usually listen to like comedy podcasts, truthfully. Um, and I've seen so many of them live in the last year or two. And I'm just so in awe and so impressed. And I don't think I could be a comedian, truthfully. I mean, maybe. I'm kind of funny. But I'm not really desiring to be a comedian, but I just love the fact that they go on tour and they get to see their audience, and they have these podcasts, and that's where majority of the people who are there know them from, is their podcast. And I feel like that's something that I could totally do in the future. Maybe not stand up there and make jokes, but the concept is there, and I really like that, and that's something I'm going to start manifesting for myself. That's another thing that I'm like, that's a goal, that's a hope, that's a true content ambition that I have. So those are some things I'm hoping for. I do hope that I can also have more brands reach out to me. I've worked with incredible brands and companies, like even Nintendo, which is crazy. Um, I mean, shout out to all the brands that have wanted to take a chance on me, but I do feel like I'd like that to be more frequent, more consistent. I see creators all the time who have talent agencies, like they get to go to so many places, they get to have so many brands, send them PR, and they don't even have as like, and not, no shade, no tea, but they don't even have that big of like an invested community. Like my community is so invested and so vast, and you are so down to ride for me for pretty much anything. So I feel like if there's one thing that I totally can pull off, it's brand support. Like having PR, having, you know, like more trips and more experiences like you've seen me go on. Like I think that's something that I really want to manifest more of in 2026 and more frequently, like not as big of a gap in between, like, oh, she went here and then like a couple months later she went back out. Like I want it to be way more frequently because I have the time and I could do it, and I know that I have the influence and I have the audience, so why wouldn't I manifest that for myself? um Sorry, I don't really like this color. Ah, I don't like it. Sorry. Okay, let me see. I think I want to do something like this. This is twist twig. I think I'll go in with lip liner in a little bit and like clean it up. Kind of cutesy. At this point we're doing like a full face. Like it started off light and now I'm like, okay, like let's just get into it. Like I think this is just gonna be like a full face. No, I'll probably do the freebies. I don't know. I'm like still 50-50. If I don't do the freebies in this video, then you'll see it in the next video, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might be like a part 1, part 2 vibe again. So let me think more content, like more aspirations. Some like other fun, silly things that I think I could do is like low-key, I want to be like ordained. I've always wanted to be a party planner, wedding planner, and I feel like it's so easy to get ordained. Like, why wouldn't I? I was like looking at it online the other night, and like it takes seconds. Yeah, you gotta give them like money to actually like certify. Like, you're basically paying to be ordained. But like, why wouldn't we do that goal? Why wouldn't we do that as like a silly little stream? Like, chat, pay for me to get ordained really fast, you know? And then I could just like say I'm ordained. Like, wow. I've always liked the idea of just having things under my belt. I feel like as a content creator, you kind of have to. Like, you need to be careful with like your life choices as is. So like having skill sets is really, really important. It's like you kind of need skill sets so that you can be like, I'm not just an internet persona. I'm a real person. I have real goals, real ambitions, real skills. I could do things. I could do things. You know, I'm not just here playing video games, rotting in my room. I'm doing things. And you should be too, and you should be inspired. So I kind of want to get ordained. It's like a 2-second thing. Why wouldn't we do it? For the jokes, for the memes. And in all seriousness, for the certification. There's like things I've been certified before. Like food handler's card. Silly little things like that. Just because. Why not? Why not have that skill set? Why not be like, yeah, I can handle food. Yeah, I could marry you. It's true. So those are some things. I do want to save money as well to go back to school. I went to school, and I did get my English degree, my English literature degree. I really want to write. I always want to write. Why do you think I do movies on YouTube and little scripts and write content scripts for my friends and stuff? Like, that has always been a passion for me, writing. So I think applying that to my content creation would be nice. I think I'm doing a good job with it now, doing like these little movies. So I hope to produce a lot more Animal Crossing movies. I think I want that to be a big thing, and just like having silly moments. And I like that the production has gone bigger. Like we now have voice actors, we now have singers, we now have, you know, that musical aspect. Not saying I want to do a bunch of musicals, but I'm just saying like that's another thing that we have. So I think it's a good way for me to write. I also like the idea of having like a blog, but at this point I'm like vlog, kind of the same vibe. I might just kind of combine them, like put a blog on my website, which, you know, subtle plug, go to 𝐬𝐤𝐚𝐢.com anytime. But I think like putting a blog on my website and then putting the video, like maybe this video, and then writing about it, being like, today I sat down and I did this, I talked about this is what I was thinking. It's just a great writing exercise for me. Something fun. Just keeping yourself active, keeping your brain moving is so important. My chat has expressed about like keeping yourself physically active. I have a lot of personal struggles. I am a girl, so I'm sure you can expect that to an extent. I'm not ready to like start addressing some of those struggles and some of those thoughts, but at the same time, I'd like to work them out. I'd like to get over some of them, and I feel like I could subtly do that through my content creation. Not saying, oh, let's make this therapy here, but like pushing myself to do things I wouldn't do, like this, helps me get over certain insecurities, certain issues that, you know, I face in my life. And so I'm definitely open to maybe doing something like that. We'll put it as a goal and we'll see if it happens. Okay? If you guys express enough interest and you keep pushing me, I probably will do it. You know, just a subtle push as a friend would be beneficial for all of us, I think. Let's do my eyelashes. That's gonna really bring this together, and we'll do like little lashes on the side because that's my favorite thing. This thing always scares me so much. I feel like there's so many goals I have for myself, and I'll probably do like a what I'm hoping to do in January. But right now I'm happy that I was able to like sit down and do this makeup video and talk. I didn't really expect to do this. I was just like, you know, we'll get ready really fast, we'll probably speed it up, we'll do the freebie thing, and that'll be the vlog. But I kind of feel like this is better. Oops, sorry. I feel like this is more personal. I feel like you might actually like this, and because it came out naturally, I feel like it's probably going to be way more well received than if I was to sit here and be like, I'm gonna try to talk about this today. I'm gonna try to talk about it and we'll see what comes out. Like, no, I like that it just came out of me, and I feel like hopefully it's good when I watch it back and I actually want to put it out. Sorry, this thing scares me so bad. Okay, let's use some mascara. Gotta make our eyes look so cutesy. See if I can get like a little bit closer. Need to move this too. Cute. Slay. Let's do the bottom. Okay, let's do the other eye. Okay. I think it looks okay. Okay, I have to add eyelashes now. To the sides. So it looks super full. And biggest eyes goes to? They look huge, huh? Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed like the intimate conversations, the more vulnerable video. Cause kind of crazy, kind of wild. Once again, didn't anticipate it, but happy we've done it. And then this vlog has gone all over the place today, guys. It's gone all over the place. Hopefully you've enjoyed it though. Hopefully you like the vlog. I don't even have lip liner in here. Okay, let's just try to... Okay. And then... Okay, guys. What do you think? Let me know. Did you like this impromptu makeup tutorial? Maybe. Maybe you liked it. Let's do a thumbnail. or like the screenshots for my, so when you promo me, you know, you put like I love Sky's Vlogmas and you tag me, like you can take screenshots of these. I like tag the brands and be like, oh my gosh, I just watched your vlog and your product was featured in it. She's like so iconic. And then we'll do like, I like that there's sparkles in my hair right now because I'm in my stream room. I was so scared to do that one. I scream. Okay, got some cute screenshots maybe? How do I want to conclude this vlog? Should we do freebies? I feel like this vlog is way too long as is. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do freebies in it anymore, guys. I need to sit down. I need to do my freebies. Maybe you guys can recommend me like freebies. Actually, no, don't do that because I need it done today. We're 1 week out. Okay. Okay. We're 1 week out, right? So I think I'm gonna do another vlog episode right now and I'll be like, did you watch the first part when I did my makeup? And then I'll do that. Like I gotta write it out. I gotta think it out. Okay, guys. But I hope that you enjoyed this impromptu reflections vlog. I think that's what I'm gonna call this. Um, Here's to 2026. I think that we could have a lot of fun together if you follow along on my journey. I am anticipating to learn to cook, to better myself, to be more vulnerable. So if you're looking for a raw and real content creator that's just trying their best and wanting to grow and wanting to make an impact on the internet that's positive, um, maybe you'll consider to like and comment on this video, maybe subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for your support. This is genuinely my dream in life, and I feel so proud to have even done this video. I'm like, wow, this is going to be an interesting one to edit and to put out. I am excited to see the perception of this actually. I'm excited to see like how do you enjoy this type of video? Do you want more? What kind of videos do you want to see for Vlogmas? I do think I asked that earlier, so comment down below. If you watched this whole video, um, I was gonna say something, but like I just don't know what to say. So, tell me what kind of vlogs you want to see for the rest of Vlogmas, or if you want to continue to see me vlog regularly, even after Vlogmas, make sure that you are following along with this journey. I'm gonna try to get this video actually right away, so maybe this will be sooner than you think. I'm currently filming this on a Saturday. It is now 11. I think we started like over an hour ago. Maybe it'll be Saturday's video. Maybe it'll be Sunday's video. I think it'll be out within the next 2 days though. My name is Sky. I hope you liked today's vibes. Kind of all over the place, but thank you for watching today's vlog. Happy Vlogmas, friends. Don't forget to watch back the past ones to see me do another crazy, silly, chaotic things, and join me on Twitch almost every single day at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, I'm live for like 8-9 hours a day, so chances are I might be live right now. Go watch my stream. Go say hi. Tell me, oh my gosh, I found you from YouTube. All right, guys, have a good rest of your time on the internet, and I'll see you on the next one.